Hey guys, welcome. Oh, I hate this chair with a passion. I apologize for new chair. But anyway, hey guys, welcome to day 16 of YOUVEMBER. In this video, I basically want to update you about how the winter arc, or the Great Lock-In, I think is what people are calling it this year, has been going so far. So let me just get straight into it. If I'm being completely honest, it has not been going great. Some parts have been doing better, other parts not so much. I think, well, my general fatigue has been a big issue that's stopping me, but also I've gotten sick quite a few times in the last while, so that definitely is a huge blockade for me actually completing the things that I had on my list previously. And another thing that actually made this a bit harder has been YOUVEMBER. But I do feel like YOUVEMBER has been kind of what I'm more making my lock-in into, if that makes sense. I'll talk more about that towards the end of the video, but anyway. There are a few things that I have definitely done. I also want to apologize for looking at my screen. I wrote this all down and I wanted to convey it all, so. There are a few things that I have definitely done pretty well, and then there are things that I just never did. Flossing and making sure I put my retainers in every night was definitely a success until I got sick, because I was doing it every day and it was really good, but I got sick and then that became hard for me because I felt like everything was too gross to do, or yeah, that's the main thing. I do think that that will be pretty easy to bring back into my routine, but I need to actually do it. Working out has definitely been a fail because I have barely done it at all. I think I worked out twice and I filmed both of them. I just realized, hopefully you can't hear Bessie too loud, but that's our robot vacuum up there. But I definitely need to get back into it because I've been dealing with a lot more back pain than I have been previously, so I'm hoping that helps, or working out helps that a bit. I did end up creating a possible workout plan, which I know was one of the things in my it was one of the things that I wanted to create within the Great Lock-In, but I also wanted to follow through with the workout plan. But my plan is Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday I will do my physical therapy, and on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I will do a simple resistance/weight training or weightlifting workout. And then on Saturdays I hope to do a small physical therapy kind of thing, but also do more of a mobility workout, if that makes sense. I also still want to get back into running. I did purchase running shoes actually today, but I purchased 3 different ones to see which probably made the most sense, and I will figure it out from there. But I also don't know how much running I'll do yet, but it may replace one of the other workouts, if that makes sense, if I do decide to do it this winter. I'm not gonna repeat, if that makes sense again. I probably will, but anyway, with weightlifting, I really want to find an easier way for me to do the workouts without having technology nearby, because I'm very new to it. I often have to look up moves or follow someone else's plan, and I just don't enjoy that very much. I want to be able to just intuitively know what I want to do, but that takes time and I need to just accept that. But that's an eventual thing that I want to do, Maybe it also is having like it in my bullet journal for next year or something. I haven't fully decided. Another thing that I feel like I have both struggled and slightly succeeded on were the weekly goals or focuses. I did not follow through with a lot of them, but there were some things that I definitely did get done. For example, organizing and cleaning has been done quite a few times. I also have gotten back into some of my hobbies. I know I talked about that, and you did end up seeing one of the hobbies, I believe last week, and then you may see another hobby this week. And then, however, I did not really get into or research anything about language learning or doing much for my skincare. Those were definitely two weekly focuses that I wanted to do a lot of research into, but I did not do them, and I'm not even sure I'm going to follow through with it, even though I have a few more weeks left. That is the majority of how I've been feeling so far this end of year lock-in, whatever you want to call it. Now onto how I am changing it or adjusting it for how I am feeling now. I feel like YOUVEMBER has become a really great challenge for me, and it is now something that I've been locking in for, and I think it has been the challenge I kind of needed for a winter arc or a lock-in kind of thing, but in different ways, if that makes sense. Instead of being so focused on glowing up kind of stuff, it was more about challenging my mindset and challenging my technology, given the fact that my computer has crashed many times while doing YOUVEMBER, and is why I did end up having to make a purchase for a new laptop, which was upsetting to have to do, but also probably time because this laptop is now 6 years old. But I love her. She has done me very well. Please continue until I get my new one and let me transfer all of my stuff. But I also feel like it has grown my confidence in YouTube in a lot of ways. In some ways I still feel like I'm struggling with that, and I will continue to struggle with that, but that may just be me. But it has definitely taught me that if I want to do something, I will lock in and do it. And as you can probably see, I have not skipped any of YOUVEMBER so far. I hope on continuing that. To be honest, the thing that would stop me is my ideas, because some of my future ideas I'm struggling with just a wee bit, and then also my lovely technology. So those are the only things that I think would stop me at this point, but I'm hoping that I will be able to get through. And at this point, my goal is if I don't get through with a daily upload, there will still be 30 uploads, if that makes sense. Throughout YOUVEMBER, there have also been many things that I believe are kind of helping me get to the goals that I set for the original winter arc kind of thing. For example, the sewing. That was something I wanted to get done for the winter arc, but it also ended up being a great YOUVEMBER video. Great as in like it became something fun for me to upload. I hope it was great for you guys too, but I'm not going to make assumptions about what you guys were feeling. So hopefully that makes sense. I said it again. Anyway, and then here are some of the things that I still want to get done or work on before the end of the year. These are kind of the tasks that are still lingering from the original winter arc / I changed it a little bit, but these are the ones that I feel like are the focuses for the rest of this year. I want to floss daily again, use my retainers daily. I want to set up my 2026 planning systems. I talked about my current ideas for my planning system in, actually, I believe it goes up the day before this video. So if you watch that video, you'll see that. I also want to work out as consistently as possible. I want to continue decluttering and cleaning. Sorry, I got nervous. My neighbors helped me with the yard work and they just scared me because I wasn't expecting them to be in my yard right then. But those decluttering and cleaning, even though I've done some of that previously throughout this winter arc, before this video winter arc part, I haven't done the bulk of it, I guess. And then I hope to show more of the actual follow through in my upcoming videos, whether that's a YOUVEMBER video or a December video. I just hope to show more of it in my weekly vlogs or in a dedicated video. We'll see what exactly happens. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope to see you again, and I hope you enjoyed it wherever and whenever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next day of YOUVEMBER. Bye guys!